My roommate always locks her closet door before leaving the apartment, and at first, I dismissed it as mere idiosyncrasy, just another quirk in her strange personality that had revealed itself during our fraught month of living together. She was the kind of person who thrived in shadows, often venturing out in the dead of night for what she claimed were artistic musings, and I, the cautious contrast, often found myself glued to the couch with my laptop and a horror podcast blaring through my earbuds. But the more I observed her routine, the more I became fascinated, and unnerved, by the ritual she carried out every single day. Like clockwork, she would stand at her closet, dig through the pile of worn clothes that seemed to stack up endlessly, some items I had never seen her wear, and before sliding the door shut, she'd always lean in as if whispering a secret. Then she would turn the ornate lock, one that gleamed almost too brightly against the drab color of the door, and only after ensuring its latch echoed with a definitive click would she leave. One Thursday night, curiosity got the better of me. With her inexplicable nocturnal escapades stretching into a third hour, I decided to take a peek when I heard the telltale sound of her departing footsteps. My heart drummed in my chest as I approached the closet, the dark wood grain seeming to pulse under the dim light, whispers of watercolor blues and grays swirling in my imagination as I stared at the door, loath to disturb whatever slumbering mystery lay within. I swallowed my fear, and with trembling fingers, I turned the doorknob. The sound of the lock disengaging was like thunder in my ears, but as I opened the closet, my breath caught. Inside, I found not just clothes, but horror. Mannequins, lifeless and faceless, their gaping forms shrouded in the most bizarre assortment of blouses and skirts, their heads were made from what appeared to be plaster, painted in a disconcerting array of smiles and mocking expressions. I stumbled back, panic igniting every nerve as I scanned the darkness, half expecting her to leap out and shatter my fragile peace with some maniacal laughter. What were these abominable figures doing in her closet? My phone buzzed beside me, a reminder of our weekly dinner plans. I saw it was almost time for her return. In a frenzy, I closed the door, locked it, and dove onto the couch, my heart racing. Surely, she wouldn't notice the small act of rebellion I'd just committed, I thought desperately. But the next morning, things took an even darker turn. I found the door ajar, just barely cracked open, inviting like a macabre brothel luring in petrified patrons. A chill traveled down my spine as I weighed my options. It would take a small flick of my wrist to turn that cursed handle once again. I stepped closer, fighting to overcome the paralysis that threatened to engulf me, and pushed the door fully open. The mannequins were gone. The closet was empty, save for the dull hum of silence that dripped like wax onto the floor, only to be broken moments later by the unmistakable squeak of my roommate's shoes against the tile. My heart raced, adrenaline pouring into my veins as I retreated and feigned innocence.